All right, so here we're going to look at the components of an electrolytic cell. The components of an electrolytic cell. So an electrolytic cell is usually made up of three major parts. We have the electrolyte, right, which is the compound in its molten state or in solution. This is the electrolyte, right? This liquid that you're seeing, this solution here, right? So it is a solution of the compound, right? Or the compound in its molten state, that is the electrolyte. The other part of the electrolytic cell that we have is the electrodes, and these are the conductors, right? They help to carry electric current and electron in and out of the electrolyte, right? So the electrodes are of two types. We have the anode and the cathode. So the anode is the positive electrode, the cathode is the negative electrode. And then we have the battery, which is the third component, and it is responsible for what? The generation of the electric current, right? It is responsible for generating the electric current or the electricity, right? So the three major components of the electrolytic cell are the electrolytes, the electrodes, which are the anode and the cathode. Remember, the anode is the positive electrode, cathode is the negative electrode, and then we have the battery, which is responsible for generation of what? Of the electric current, right? So if I ask you what are the three major components of the electrolytic cell, you will tell me that we have the electrolyte, the electrodes, which is made up of the anode and the cathode. The anode is the positive electrode, the cathode is the negative electrode, and the battery. These are the three major components of the electrolytic cell. Very important, right? So you should be able to draw this. So the cathode is the negative electrode, right? And the anode is the positive electrode. So you should be able to draw this, right? Should be able to draw this, even without looking at any diagram, right?